feel like everything is trying to take like a little Spider-Verse sort of influence now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles or even like Puss in Boots, the Puss in Boots movie.
Oh my gosh,
Puss in Boots movie was
I only
good.
saw a
Very
clip of it, and it looked amazing. Like
we've reached the age of like making odes to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Is it not called
animated?
Is it not called Piss in Boots?
Puss in Boots.
Boots.
I thought it was Piss in Boots.
No, it's
a
Puss,
different
Jordan.
thing.
It's Puss.
Treasure Island, San Francisco. That's one.
We are live. A heads up to everyone. So
Walker County Courthouse. Fashion outlets of Chicago. Henry Harold Peter Baker. These are all just Wikipedia titles.
wait, Jordan, explain the bit you're doing. We missed that with the tell the chat what they're doing.
This is a Twitter account called TMNT Wikipedia titles.
It's
and they
amazing.
they just pick out titles from Wikipedia that match the meter of Heroes in a Half Shell. So like NASA open source agreement.
But they're all too many syllables.
No,
Look,
they usually fit perfectly.
Let's not pick it apart when I'm trying to get us to slide into the bit here.
I'm sorry.
No,
They're
let's go
clearly
through the
slacking
iambic
lately.
pentameter. Let's go through the iambic
I
pentameter.
do not think that I won't.
I should never have tried this with in the center of a ring of pedants.
Andrew, name a bunch of fish folk. Go. Yeah, no.
Oh, I don't have my character sheet handy.
No,
Name
don't,
a
you
bunch
don't
of
have to
fish
do it.
folk. Turtle power.
There it is.
Go.
Thank you for that.
Rachel, go.
Hey everybody, this is episode 12 of Arc 5 of Better Than Heroes. If you're new to our stream, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight is a special episode because we have London Carlisle back. Look, once more into the breach.
Dear
with
friends.
London. London, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is London Carlisle. I love playing Dungeons & Dragons, and tonight I am playing Miss Nanyarda, Grave Cleric, Horizon Walker Ranger, and I hope he survives.
Fair.
And I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 13 Kreen fighter.
I'm Andrew Ovredahl, and my character is dead. I'm just here helping Harlan out, taking out the trash, and making coffee runs.
My name is Jordan Dahl, and I am playing an absolutely destroyed level 13 Moonboy. This turned his mind inside out.
Tough stuff. You don't even have your hat.
Doesn't have his hat.
I know, it's tough. My name is Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer, who is fine.
Yeah, and I'm
fine.
Harlan Kelly. I'm the dungeon master of this game, and I counterspell revivifies. So,
You monster. You're the real monster.
Sad.
Tonight we are going to play some 5e Spelljammer Dungeons and Dragons. But first, our show is live soundtracked by Jason Wardell. You can hear him. He's here. Can you hear him go? Listen to him go. Sick. And this show is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. So thank you to everybody who supports the show financially. Jesterone or Jesteroni or Jester1. Thank you for your resub.
Hey, thank you.
6 months with us.
Jesteroni.
That's Jesterone.
I kind of like Gesteroni.
Pretty good.
It's like a pepperoni made out of clowns.
Yeah.
Funny one.
Thank you. Hey, Uncle Brenner, thank you for your 34-month sub.
Uncle
Yes.
B.
God.
You guys make
gonna live
this
that
show
long.
possible,
Crushing it.
and our patrons. You can support a show on Patreon as well. There's some cool perks to being a patron that you should absolutely check out on our Patreon website. You can also support the show by picking up our sweet merch on teespring.com.
It's true.
Only some of our merch has piss on it.
Yeah.
The word
all of
piss.
it.
The word, not
The
actual.
word piss.
Actual.
Look,
piss.
None
only
of
some
our
of it
merch has actual
has-
piss on it.
Oh,
We could
okay.
offer
I was gonna
that.
say
None.
only some
Okay.
of it has the word piss on it. All of it has piss on it.
Piss on
There
it.
we
Do
go.
you have piss
Someone.
on boots though?
Yeah,
Is that part of the
no,
merch?
it's put.
Piss in boots. Come on.
Alas.
If you love this show and you want to see it grow, consider supporting us financially by subscribing to the channel or becoming a patron or buying some merch. But you can also support the show by just following us. Follow us here or on YouTube or on our, we have a podcast of the show.
Yeah.
It's this, but without our faces.
It's true.
Could you
Just as
imagine
good,
something better?
sometimes better. Sometimes better when you can't see us. But follow all of those stuff, or just tell the people you know and think might love the show about the show. It's cool. We're cool. And we only
Right?
talk about piss sometimes.
Only sometimes. Only sometimes.
Every episode.
We're
In
trying.
ways your mom's gonna like roll her eyes at, not
Yeah.
turn it off at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my that's my pitch for our show. Sorry, keep going.
That's the piss pitch from Harlan Kelly. This has been Piss Pitch with Harlan
Another
Kelly.
episode of Piss Pitch.
We just can't help ourselves.
It's like Shark Tank, but it's containers to piss in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and counterspell.
Watering can.
the piss
Watering
pitch.
dibs on watering can.
Counter smell. That's fun.
There it is.
That's when there's a really bad smell.
And you have to make an
counter
even
smell.
worse
So you
smell.
fart
Bagels.
to make a worse smell.
Isn't just Febreze? Isn't that just counter smell?
Countersmell.
Also an option. You don't really
Holy
cast it.
shit. They should come out with a D&D branded Febreze for the movie called Countersmell. That's
guess
incredible.
You're branding everything
If
else.
your thing is less gross and better, I guess.
I guess.
Sure, you've got for after the popcorn bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, we have a really, really sad recap this week. So we're
Buckle up.
just talking about piss to put it off, I think.
That's, you know what?
I think we're just
breakthrough.
postponing. I think we're just
was a
postponing at this
breakthrough.
point.
Postponing, goddammit.
Piss poning.
Just keep driving. Just keep driving.
It's almost time to play some D&D, but first, it's time for Aaron to make us sad. What happened last week?
Previously on Better Than Heroes, on an asteroid known as the Continuum Tier, within the asteroid belt known as the Tiers of Saloon, within Wild Space, within Dungeons and Dragons, within Better Than Heroes, within the Internet. The party and their dear friend of a friend, Mistnan, crept past a silver gate using stealth's twin modi, invisibility, and janitor impersonation. Beyond, in a verdant grotto within the asteroid, beneath a silver portal, were Ventress and his father, Callidius, both Baelnorn, elven liches. Baelnorn can sense when you roll 2 1s in a row, and so contact between the piss and the fan was immediate. Meridian-tracked soldiers charged. Callidius banished Klik and Moonboy to a plane of darkness, then disappeared. Ventress lashed out with fascist magics. He and Flute and K.A.I trading vicious spells. Callidius blinked across the battlefield, appearing behind Flute, nearly disintegrating him. Moonboy was able to cleverly unbanish Klik and then himself, and Klik turned the torrent of her wrath upon Callidius. But he endured, transfixed on Flute, and unleashed another baleful spell. With one echoing, poisonous word, Windrider was killed. Mistnan rushed to the sinker's side. With a diamond in his hand, he spoke the words of the Revivify incantation, and the stone transformed into a single precious mote of renewal. Mistnan reached out with the glowing spark to complete the spell, but then, with a flick of the Baelnorn Callidius's hand, it turned to dust. So that's bad. Isn't counterspelling a resurrection spell against the law? Or the Geneva Convention or something? Should we call the police? What word do you think Callidius said to Flute that made him pass away? Commitment? Will making jokes keep me from crying? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes. Do a heck on him.
I'm going to
Wait,
try.
Raise it.
Heck.
Raise it.
Look, she
Okay,
can't
Rachel, sorry,
fix
can you say again
this.
what you wanted to do?
I would like to raise hell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it is.
I would like to go Edward Scissorhands on his ass. Is that a move?
Well, absolutely. For you, Rachel, anything. So we are going to, we're going to join the party back here in this asteroid, and Klik, you see all of this happen in front of you. You've seen Callidius walk up. You've seen him whisper this ancient magic that you can just feel this like deep tremble as well, and like knowing that he's dead as he falls down, of this magic being used against him. And then you see your new friend, and you kind of like have that moment as well of knowing, Moon Girl sent you all in here. Laloon sent you all in here with an ally, and you see him step down and heal him. And then you see Callidius look over and dim the bright light that shows, that starts to bring Flute back, starts to conjure him back to life. And it's your turn. Callidius is not invisible. What would you like to do?
I think she makes a scream so awful and audible, like when cicadas start like buzzing urgently. You know when they're like all around you, and it's so like loud, and there's nothing else that you can think about. She makes this horrible shrieking, consuming sound that is both telekinetic and auditory, and she runs at Callidius, smashing her gauntlets together, and suddenly she splits into herself and a dark shadow.
Yes.
That is shaped something like Klik, and she is going to beat his ass with a Githka after using double strike.
Eat that ass.
Incredible. Yeah, so this is
She's
your
gonna
big
try anyway.
burst of that you are activating your bracers that you got from defeating the Kreen Elder here, and you pop into two of you and attack this Lich, this Baelnor. Go for it.
First one is a 27 to hit.
All right, that does hit.
I forgot, do I just roll double dice, or do I roll double attacks?
You should do
Double
attacks as
Masonic
if
Shadow.
you are Klik. You should do attacks as if you are Klik normally, and then
Right.
at the very end, the final number, you can just double that, because it's
Double it.
assuming
Okay.
every time you hit, it's assuming you hit again.
You hit again. Okay, great.
The shadow version is mimicking your actions exactly.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna need to do some math. This one.
And I'm ready to go if you just want to shout out damage, and I'll
That
be ready
was
this time.
7 on the first hit.
Cool.
second
I can't
hit-
always do it for you, but I'm ready to go here. So
So the first one was 7. The second hit is 24 to hit.
does hit.
That one is... Oh, I'm sorry. It was 8 on the first one. And then this one is 14.
Cool.
And
Your 2 attacks, and then you have a bonus action.
Yeah, second attack is 23 to hit. It deals 12.
Cool.
Second hand, 25 to hit. It deals, oh boy, rolling high damage.
Let's go.
14. Third attack is just a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, one more. That one's a 25. And it deals 9. So
Cool.
my total is 22 plus 26 plus 9 is 15, 17, 57
That's
times
what I got
2
to. Yep. So
is 114.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So, yeah.
It's just like a scyther. It's just too many blades.
Scythers like you,
Front
man.
hand, backhand, front hand, backhand, front hand, backhand, coming from all sides. On this monster.
Yeah, we need to.
And she's just screaming this horrible buzzing. And you know what? On this last one, does she push him? Feels like she'd just throw everything at him. On this last one, I'm gonna do a telekinetic strike.
Let's go.
Or a psionic strike as well. So I'll add an additional D8. It won't double it because it's magic. So it's an additional 5.
All right, cool.
119 total.
Good lord.
Good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the psionic strike, she just sends
Incredible.
this wave of cicada buzzing at him and blasts him with the final.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and
pointy
he's
end.
even like turning to you as this is happening, and he gets this spell off, and then you are just looming over him and go into action. He's trying to defend himself. He's not really a warrior. You can tell immediately because you're getting all of his attacks in, but he's like putting his hands up and like trying to maybe cast something, but he can't get any of it out as you're just like slicing into his body. And each time you slice open these large fancy robes and his like dusty, very tautly pulled skin, his skin like bursts open, and all of these vines just like spill out and kind of fall down, like the leaves are crumbled up and they just fall to the ground. Instead of spilling blood, he just spills out all of this plant matter, and he's just like growling to himself with each hit as well, like clearly in pain, but just clenching his jaw as his eyes burn red. And once you're done, you can just see him standing in a pile of very crumpled, crackly leaves as he's like trying to catch his breath as he steps back, and his red eyes look up at you, and you hear him say, "Mistake." As you can tell, he's starting to cast a spell again. Not right now, just like he's going to focus on you now. But he looks incredibly wounded, for sure.
She looks back at him directly and says, "No, you. No, you mistake."
Oh yeah.
Got him.
No,
As he's clearly this like
That's the album title.
That's the episode title. Honestly, we could just call it No You.
oh you.
No, you.
No, you.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna
Mr.
make
Lickman.
them. No, you. No, sir.
Yeah, as he's like clearly incredibly wounded now, and that is going to bring up. Let's see, which of these henchmen does he have left? These Meridian Track members. They're going to kind of try and flank you here and help him out. He is able to. This one will take an attack of opportunity if they from you, Miss Nan, as it runs by.
Okay.
And
that
that one
going.
Chop him in half.
Oh, does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Yeah, plugging him.
It's gonna be 8.
Okay,
Bludgeoning.
cool. Yeah, he is still up, but you give him a nice conk on his head as he, with your huge club, as he runs by. That
Clobber
is-
him.
No horny. Bonk.
That is going to bring up Ventress's turn here. And so,
Prick.
yeah. And you, Klik, you hear Clydius yell out after you attack him, and he says, Ventress. He says, activate the moon shard. He says, we're done here. And with that, you all see Ventress with, he starts to cast a spell upon himself.
What's he doing?
he like almost communes with himself at some point. You see his body
Right
starts
here?
to like whir and almost like change form. And
Sorry?
I love it. It took me a second to realize what you were saying. Where I was
did
like
it
starting
now?
to go into the description, and
I'm
then
so
What was he
impertinent.
saying? I still don't get it.
I'll explain it when you're older.
What was it? What is it?
When you're married, you'll understand.
I would love for everyone to roll a perception check. As you all see, you all
Not
see
everyone.
Ventress disappear. Yeah, Andrew, you are dead.
He's right next
26.
to me. Do I have
No,
know.
you specifically don't.
anything?
Yeah, I will let you. I'll let you roll an Arcana check instead of a perception check if you want to try
let's
and figure
go.
out what spell he's.
I got a natural 20.
I do
rolled
want that.
30.
Great.
Ooh, a
perfect.
natty
Perfect.
2. Oh,
Avenge me, dice.
Well,
Avenge
I rolled
me.
a 12.
Cool.
20.
Yeah, you are
Click is
focused on one
just
thing and one
red
thing only.
glazed eyes.
Yeah. And Miss Nan, what'd you get?
26.
Incredible. Miss Nan, you know for sure that this is not a teleportation spell, and this is not a and he did not sneak away. As you were like kind of like good at picking this up, and you have some sort of eye. You just have battle senses here, and are kind of like locked in every direction. You know that he is just kind of gone, and you see footprints. Specifically on the ground, kind of like in the crease, like the grass creased, and some of the fallen leaves from his body as well, scattered about. That he has gone to the east of this room. He's gone toward this opening over here on the side of the room. Moonboy, you got a natural 20 on this, right?
Yeah.
And then Kai, what did you get on your Arcana check?
I got a 21.
Cool. You know that he cast the spell Time Stop.
Whoa.
You recognize that you've heard about it, and you see that it is this high-level transmutation spell, and it makes sense to you. Like they are both these Baelnor, and it just registers to you that Ventress has a 9th level spell as well. That's kind of like high-level, unheard of magic, but this is his rather than power word kill. And in Moonboy, you see him standing. Holding a large glimmering piece, what looks like a broken piece of glass that's glowing bright blue. And you see him now standing over at this platform right here, and he's pushing it down into some sort of arcane platform on the ground right there. That is going to, as he pushes it down, you just hear the whole room shake and start to just like rumble slowly. That is going to bring up, let's see if I have a henchman. If I have that henchman, nope, that henchman is Gonzo. That will bring up Flute. You continue to be dead. There are no death saving throws for you to do.
Dead being.
Wow.
Rose.
Grim.
And that is going to bring up Kai. It's now your turn.
I will look over at Flute, and I will look over at Ventress, and back and forth between the two of them for just a second, and I will, with my bonus action, activate the nano displacement projector and turn into particles and reappear just 10 feet away from Flute before rushing to his side. And I will also attempt to cast the Revivify spell.
Okay, cool. Callidius is not gone yet. And I will say, because of Klik's wounding right there, because of how much damage she did, Ventress was given that command and is no longer in range to be able to counterspell.
Yeah,
Kai, do
it
you
was-
have a diamond?
I have 1 diamond.
There you
My
go.
last diamond.
Well, then, please take us in this through this moment here.
I will sort of momentarily do the mental math of whether Ventress is close enough to stop this from happening. And I will risk it as far as Callidius' status, and I will float over Flute's body, and I will procure the diamond, and it locks into place, hovering above his chest. And I will touch it, and it begins to glow brighter and brighter before it bursts into 1,000 glittering pieces and then reforms into a single spark that will then send the breath of life back into Flute, hopefully.
Incredible. It does. For all mechanical purposes, Flute, you are back. You have been revivified.
For all mechanical purposes.
Maybe. Am I still unconscious, or do I come back at, like...
You got 1 hit point.
Oh, shit. Yeah, when this happens, a big plume of freezing air comes out of Flute's mouth. As his, like, eyes flutter open and his lips are like blue.
Incredible.
Clutch, 1 hit point.
Cool. Flute is back up.
Just to make sure that that's right, but I think it is.
Oh, with Revivify? I know for sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronan said it last time, too. When Miss Nan cast it.
I tried.
Yeah, you saved the day,
I mean,
honestly.
If
Two
they
Revivifies
did not have you,
was-
it would have just been that
He's
one.
dead.
And,
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
And I will stand over Flute. Yeah, with sort of my shield towards these soldiers here, and my gauntlet towards Callidius.
Wonderful. Cool. That is
That's it.
that is going to bring up. If that's the end of your turn, then Ventress is going to use a legendary action to Misty Step back toward you all, and end up. He's actually going to end up right here. Great. Yep, he's going to end up right there. As he uses that.
My man's got that
And-
60-foot Misty Step.
Yep.
Duck.
Well, 60-foot Misty Step.
Oh wait, it's only 30. You're right, because he's going to. So he's
gonna
because
Misty
it's not his
Dash.
turn. Yeah, sorry. I'm used to he moves 30 feet and then Misty Steps on his turn. So you were right. It is only 30 feet.
Can you use a diamond that's worth more than... Oh, no. Never mind. It was worth the exact correct amount. Disregard.
I probably put when I put loot into a room, I'll say.
I actually have one more diamond.
Okay, cool, great. It's good to know.
That is good to know.
That
I
is
thought
going
that
to
I
be
had
Moonboy's
one that
turn.
was worth enough. Doesn't matter. None of this matters.
To quote the wise philosopher. Moonboy, it is your turn.
Kill the shit out of him.
I mean, is that the move, or...
I don't know.
I think Moonboy, in this moment, he was so sure that his
Why?
friend was dead, and he was kind of filled with this rage and ready to kill all of them. And he looks from these two Baelnorns, and he's in this kind of battle moon form, and you see these flames shooting off of him, and you see the picture of the crater that looks like an archer in his moony form, and then all of a sudden Flute comes back to life, and he sees it, and he stops crying, and the fire coming off of him kind of softens and takes on this rounded, almost bubbly form, and the moon craters on him shift, and he looks like a different moon altogether, and there's a crater that looks like a chalice in his chest, and he points over at flute, and he says, "Live." And he casts heal. You regain 70 hit points.
70?
70.
Holy shit, that's
And-
some big boy druid stuff. Circle of the Stars druid.
And
I make an electrocuted R2D2 sound. That's
furthermore, who else is kind of hurt?
I'm hurt.
everyone's like, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
For 70? Yeah, I'm hurt.
Furthermore,
I'm at
Not
about
70.
half.
you regain
That's the juice.
you regain 9 hit points, Kai.
Oh. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
Just kidding, thank you.
We do what we can over here.
Appreciate it.
Almost 70.
I was just ready to
You
also
multiply it a couple
70 hit
times.
points.
Boy, aren't we all, pal?
One day, my day will
And
come.
I still have my movement left, and I still have a bonus action. But there's not really much I can do with a bonus action, is there? Son of a gun diddly.
You did a lot this turn, I will say.
I know, but I feel like it's just,
No, don't let that voice win. That's 79
let
points of
my
healing.
voice
That's
win.
amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to see what the
You
the
did
blade of
negative.
Cyril Ethic.
Those are Heelys.
Heelys, yeah.
Those are healing.
That's a
Right,
true
right,
These
those
are in the
things
school hallway
around the mall.
because these
Yeah.
are heal. Yeah.
Can I the blade of Cyril Ethic says that once per long rest I can cast spiritual weapon. Is that an action?
Sorry, I was doing spell math in my head. Could you say it one more time?
But also, to use a charge on a spell on a weapon, is that an action?
It depends on what it says. If it's that homebrew item I made for you,
Yeah.
it's a bonus action.
Okay, but would it count as casting a second spell?
No. It's
Great.
interacting with an object, but but it's not interacting with an object.
Great.
That's a different spell economy thing. But it is a bonus action to activate the sword and it does not count as counting.
Skull.
Great. Moonboy is going to fly backwards 30 feet.
Oh my god, amazing.
And he is going to he's just going to move over here. I'm terrified. Hang on. Spiritual weapon. 5e. I just want to see the distance on it. I don't think it really matters because I can put it 60 feet. Great. Bing bong boom. I'm going to he's going to draw the blade of Cyril Ethic, and he's going to hold it in the air, and it kind of shines with this blue light that seems kind of incongruous with his normally golden light. And I will cast spiritual weapon right here next to Callidius.
Incredible.
And
How
I will
much
attack.
space does that take up?
It takes up 1 space. It's a token. You create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet.
Incredible. Well, I have a little token that you made here for you that I'll drop on here.
Oh, hey, all right.
I mean, yeah, it's one of our very good NPC tokens that we have as a result of you and the art that you do. So I will make this so you can control it in just a tiny little second. And then you can put it wherever you would like.
Okay, that is
So you
a
should be able to
22 to
control it.
hit.
22 does hit, yeah.
22
Count
does
as
hit.
Flanking? Did we ask this last time?
Sure, I can.
I mean, let's see if I get the crit. Why not?
Yeah? Why not?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
That gives Click it.
So, it's just 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Ooh, not bad. 12 damage from the
Oh, boy,
spiritual
okay, cool.
weapon. And it's kind of just this swirling, ghostly version of the scimitar that he holds. But at that same time, I must make a wisdom saving throw or remember something bad that Cyril Ethic did. I got a 27.
27, cool. Yeah, because you all rarely see Moonboy pull out this blade, but kind of like seeing all of this and then bursting into this chalice form, and you all, so many like folks around you, like this moonlight shining off of them, as you like almost breathe it in, and heals them, and as
Stormlight,
the white
baby.
clears from your eyes, hell yeah, you see Moonboy holding a scimitar, and this large glowing version of the scimitar is now next to Kalitis, and you just see Moonboy glowing there and holding a sword, and kind of like has a little twitch about you, as you're fighting off this memory, but no problem. Yeah, you hold it back. Great.
turn.
That is a great turn. And that is going to bring up then Kalitis. It is now his turn. I have to roll.
Well, oops. Should have cast Hold Person.
Kills Flute again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say if he
No.
does
I
Should have got him up over 100.
I'm just gonna go get a bowl of ice cream and
Sorry, I
sit
had
on
to
the
roll to
patio.
see if one of his abilities recharged.
that'd be so amazing.
That's funny.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, don't. You do it.
Wasted it on me?
Don't make me cry. I'm gonna do it.
Wait a minute, dude.
It wasn't a waste.
Oh,
It
no,
was a
no,
waste.
no. No, never mind. I thought I
Wait, what?
I thought I messed up.
turn.
I thought I messed up. I thought I cast it at level 7, but I cast it at level 6, so 70.
Callidius, who has not been invisible, takes all this damage, looks around, and sorry, I'm trying to figure out how many of these he can do. As he is going to cast Banishment again,
Oh
but this time it's on
Bye.
2 targets. It's on Klik, and K.A.I.
Oh, dang.
I gave someone a bardic inspiration. I think it was Klik.
It was me. You gave me one.
I
gave
have,
you-
I have
I
it
gave
written
K.A.I.
down.
You gave me
I
one
have
and I used one.
Used it. So I think Klik should have one
I
too.
have
'cause
one.
I know I handed out 3.
So if I roll high and roll well on the bardic
10.
inspiration, there is a chance.
What kind of save are we making here?
Charisma.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But Kai is so charismatic.
Our party
I'm
famously.
not though.
I meant like,
famously
flavor wise.
uncharismatic.
Flavor wise. Alright, let's roll high.
No.
Nope.
I rolled
Cool.
a 3. With my
Actually,
modifier,
isn't
it is a
not going to get me there.
With this, like he looks at Klik, and like with this anger, like in this pile of dead leaves, and he looks at Klik and he goes, "You," and you see K.A.I. He's sticking his other hand out like behind his back and pointing at you as well, and both of you just pop out of existence. And then he turns with his big glowing red eyes and looks back at you, Flute, and he says, "It is important for things to die in winter," like looking over you and down at you. And he says, "We have done so much work here. My child has done so much work to try and save this world, but I've told him from the beginning, sometimes things must die." And looks down at you. And then that is the end of his turn. That is going to bring up 2 of these henchmen. One of them is going to run over next to you, Klik. Next to you, Flute, and is going to attack you with a scimitar, or with his sword here. What is your AC?
18.
He does hit you with that.
70 points of damage.
God damn it! I'll just keep.
They have special flute poison
It's a
on them.
magic scimitar. It's like playing D&D with someone who just hates you. He's using Ulrich's scimitar. It does 71 points of damage.
This guy has
Or
always does
scimitar
that
of dickhead nullification.
Flute hatred. The scimitar of flute hatred.
Anti-bard magic.
He does 7 points of piercing damage. His other attack misses, and that
Yes!
will, as you just like forgot about them for a second, and then one of them like stabs you through the side, and you turn around and you're able to nimbly dodge it. That is going to bring up then, Miss Nan. It's now your turn.
Cool. All right. Callidius, he's visible to me now, correct?
Correct. He is
Cool.
currently visible. Yes.
Beat
Current.
the snot out of this idiot.
You know what? I'm not even going to give him the pleasure of my great club. From where I'm standing, I'm going to guiding bolt his ass.
Oh shit! Let's go.
24 to hit.
24 does hit, absolutely. Man, London with the aces just chilling in his pocket. Let's go.
All right, that's going to be 8d6 of damage. That comes out to 27 points of damage.
Yeah, fail the concentration check.
You're rolling here. 28, you said?
26.
27.
27. Right in the middle of those. Yeah.
Yep. You see him with this, he stumbles when he gets hit with this guiding bolt. Give us some flavor on what this spell looks like, and I'll roll.
Give us some flavor, sir. We haven't had any flavor in ages, sir. Please give us some flavor.
Okay, there is a flavor I do have in mind, and this probably isn't what you're asking. But do you know how whenever you get like a grape soda or something, or like a grape candy, it doesn't taste like grape.
Yes.
It tastes like purple.
Mega purple.
So Miss Nan just lowers his head, his visor glows, and he just says, "Mega purple." And the guy comes out of the visor towards Callidius, striking.
Incredible. Take a point of inspiration for that callback.
Hey, thank you.
Incredible.
Moonboy, even in this altered form, you hear him say, "It does exist."
I love it. Damaging people with ultimate colors is rad.
Glimpse the purple.
Oh, I want to be a color mage so bad now.
Also, did you guys catch
With the power of yellow.
I condemn you to turquoise. Did you guys catch the magic missile in the D&D movie? It happens real fast.
No.
I guess I
It's
missed
very
it.
cool. You can see it in the final fight.
But
The
they're all-
wizard
Andrew, I
or
guess
the
we gotta go see
sorcerer
it again.
casts it.
All right, third time's a
see the-
charm.
Do you see the witch bolt? I saw the witch bolt.
I didn't see the witch
No,
bolt.
what?
When's the witch
Yes.
bolt?
I saw the witch
think
bolt. Spoilers for the people.
The wizard does it. It's like the blue electricity, right?
Oh,
Is that what
that's
that
so
is?
cool. That's so cool. I believe
sort
it.
of
I believe it. They
Oh,
fly
no,
by so
I
fast.
think that's a chain lightning, actually.
It'd be fun to
could
watch
be
it
either.
with someone officially, tagging each spell.
I can't wait for the YouTube video where where
Yeah.
someone just like breaks it down.
Almost
if that's-
certain
we're
that
gonna do it.
exists.
No.
What's the name of the bubble one where they floated away?
Oh, there's like an invulnerable globe is the name of the spell.
Oh yeah, I can cast that.
Me too.
Well, why don't you do it on yourself? Let's see you do it. Okay, so that is
Because I'm not
Reasons not
interested in surviving this game. Clearly,
Miss Stan. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? That was a good turn.
That's it.
Cool. All right, you're
That's
standing right
it.
there, kind of protecting Flute.
Wait, what happened with the...
Oh, the con save, he did succeed. Yeah, 20. The DC was 13 because it's half of
Yeah,
the
right.
damage there. We rolled down, and he did roll above that. Unfortunately.
Is
So
there
they
any sort
stay
of
banished.
extra effect since it's radiant, and he's like undead? Does that do anything else?
It's a good question. Let me double check. It absolutely might, and that seems like something I should know the answer to off the top of my head, and should have already had prepared here to know. But let me find out for sure. He is not vulnerable to radiant damage, but do you?
Okay.
Is there anything on your character sheet that might? Sometimes it says on your character sheet that radiant damage has a different sort of effect. Which is, I would say it's important, so it's worth taking the time to check.
I don't have anything, unfortunately.
Then that is going to bring up. That was Miss Nan's turn, so it's going to bring up some Meridian track members here.
Did I get skipped or did I get brought back after where my turn would have been?
Who brought you back?
K.A.I.
K.A.I brought you
It
back.
was-
You
it was
got brought
I.
back after your turn. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yep. So there are these two Meridian track members. One is going to go here and not take an opportunity attack, and the other one's going to go here. Both of them are going to use both of their attacks to stab at you, Flute. Both of those are going to miss, and that one's going to hit, one of them being a crit. So yeah, you dodge out of the way.
I dodge right into one.
And you take
70 points of damage.
Oh,
no,
also,
you take-
not to tattle on myself, but I've been prone this whole time because I haven't had a turn to stand up.
Then you take another. You take 22 points of piercing damage altogether as you take 3 stab wounds.
Good lord.
As these like elves in uniform, these uniforms that you
dropped
recognize that Ventress used to wear, but now that he's just like basically bursting through in his new Baelnor form, as you are. A swordsman, even though you are a bard, but you're weak as you died and are like coming back, and you can just kind of hear this ringing in your ears, and you
Weak
feel
in life, let's be honest, but yes.
yeah, and you feel very, very cold as these Meridian track members are just seeing the weakness, kind of like looking at K.A.I and knowing that they can't hit him, not wanting to get close to Klik, are just jumping on you like the weakest
Not
one
even
here.
there.
Yeah, they're not
Right.
even
Yeah, that's
Vanished.
true. Yeah, that's true. That's going to bring us to the top of the initiative order here. Also I meant to, at the end of Miss Nan's turn, I meant to mention that, of course, Callidius disappears and is invisible once again. But we are back at the top of the initiative order here. That's going to bring up Klik.
Well, Klik is just sort of like writhing around in space, furious but unable to do anything. Like a baby in the middle of the floor, stuck on its back. She's turtling and mad about it.
Turtling and
That's
mad
it.
about it.
There's nothing I can do in here.
I will say you can take swings kind of like at the spot that Callidius is if you want to. They'll just be a disadvantage. So
Wait, I thought we were.
What?
They're banished.
oh my gosh, I keep leaving these fucking tokens on the board, and so that I forget who is banished. So
Oh yeah,
K.A.I
no,
just like-
I'm
ignore
gone.
me. I thought you were saying that because of the invisibility. Yep, I'm going to take you both of you off of the board so that I don't forget this again.
I am in space.
Floating in
I will
space.
do my best to get close to wherever K.A.I is. She'll kind of kick and flail her way through space toward K.A.I, but that's it.
Cool.
You
Great.
thought she was just flailing around IRL.
No, she's swimming like a pro.
Yeah.
That is going to this Meridian track member is going to be able to step through this space here and then get on the other side of you here, Flute. In fact, he's going to go right there. Yep. And he's going to attack you with 2 attacks with advantage. As you are now surrounded by Meridian track members, that's another natural 20 on my end.
God.
And then
Does the spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
No.
I searched it between here, and it does not. Yeah.
Okay.
I hit with all 4 attacks, and one of them is a crit.
I'm just getting like mob beaten.
Yeah, I mean, because
kicked on
it
the
is a little
ground.
bit like in the dramatic scene of this, like you all bring Flute back and you've kind of absorbed around him. The whole room is now shaking and there's like bits of it kind of falling here and there. And you can see out the door that you came through. Oh, no, never mind. The door that you came through is closed. But you can just like feel the asteroid that you're in moving a little bit. And with no one else to attack, with the only 3 allies on the board, these Meridian track members that are living are just swarming you here. And so you take some damage. Somebody else give some flavor here while I do math quickly that I should have not been talking and doing.
The 4 buttheads suck as they attack our friend who is cool. They're all sloppy, their shirts are untucked, and one of them farted his boots.
And he has doo-doo in his soul.
He's got
Yeah.
doo-doo soul.
And his socks.
Yeah, and piss in his socks.
He's got
And his
piss and
socks are
boots.
wet.
Piss and boots.
And they were
Doo-doo
already
in
wet
socks.
before the
One of their pants fall down, and his butt looks weird. What happened to it?
Flute, you take 48 points of piercing damage.
Jesus
because
Christ.
all 4 of them hit. All 4 attacks hit, and
That
one of them
downs you,
critted.
right?
So I rolled 5d8, and I rolled a 5, a 4, a 6, and 2 7s. And they have +4 on the attack to hit. So,
Is Ventress still on the map there?
yep, he is on the very eastern side here.
Okay. Where is he over there?
He's right.
I'm pinging
by-
um, him right now.
Yep,
Okay,
he's
so-
right here.
so-
Yep.
They're like kicking me, and I'm like, oh wait, where am I? Am I down here in the tree?
Yep,
You're right here.
You're right next to Miss Nan.
Surrounded by stars.
Yeah, I fall unconscious as they are stomping me
okay.
unconscious.
Okay.
Boy,
We cannot catch a break.
What do we got?
you
Yeah.
cannot catch a break. I would agree with that. That is going to bring up. That's going to bring up Ventress. It is Ventress's turn. I thought that was wrong, but I'm right here.
Does he really need a turn?
Wait, who attacked Flute with all that damage? Just this idiot? Just one dude?
2 Meridian track members.
What?
They all hit in one. They have 2 attacks each, and they all hit, and one of the attacks critted. So I rolled 5d8.
Yeah, not only are they flanking me, I'm still prone, which gives them
I just
bonuses.
thought a lot of these guys were at the end. I know 3 was early, but I thought anyway. It's probably mine.
Oh no, you are totally right. No, you are totally right. I attacked with 2 of them. 4 is after Callidius. 7 and 8 are after Missnan. So you're totally right, Rachel. I had crossed out 1 and it made it look like a 4, and so I did an attack with 4. Let's just cut that in half. So just to not have us re-roll dice.
Wow.
Yeah. Sick.
Let's
Okay.
just cut it in half.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
24.
Look at you,
Wow.
Rachel.
Thank God somebody's
shout
paying
out.
attention. I'm just like, I'm dead. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
just thought my 1 was a
Seems
4.
plausible to me.
That's
I
incredible.
thought
yeah.
3 was just a monster.
Wow.
And
So then I am up. I'm just up.
Okay.
Still standing?
Okay.
This is
It's still
look at
Ventress's
that.
turn, I think, but
This is why you keep notes, though. This is why you keep track of what's going on in the combat. You don't just check on your turn because the DM makes mistakes sometimes. But yeah, you're right. I thought my 1 was a 4.
I thought they got 2 attacks each, and there were 2 of them that went. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
They do get 2 attacks each.
It's
but
just the order
only one of them
of
gets to
initiative.
Go.
Trusted you.
Rachel, shout the fuck out. Thank you.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
It is Miss Nan's turn. It is Ventress's turn.
It
And
sure is. So it's still time for you to go
we
down.
We didn't skip Flute, did we? Because Flute hasn't had a
Flute's
turn
after
since he was.
Ventress.
Flute's after
Healed.
Ventress. Rachel's DMing tonight. Rachel.
Yeah. I did write down initiative because there's a lot of
Thank you.
dudes.
I'm going to send it to you each and every time now from now on, Rachel, to help me with it. It is Ventress's turn. He is going to... What does he have? That changes what he was going to do, so I have to think about it for a tiny second. Jordan, make more fart jokes for me if you could.
Oh, Ventress, this sloppy bitch walks
What if you
over
just-
and
just
his
pretend to
pants
be
fall down.
Passed
and,
out. What if Flute just plays dead?
And his,
Well, I am on the ground. I haven't even got a chance to stand up yet.
his
Right,
phone
can you
falls
really
out
see the difference?
and like
I'm getting
the screen
curbed.
cracks when it hits the ground, and Ventress is like, "Oh no!" and like tries to pick it up. And when he picks his phone up, you can see that there's like embarrassing stuff on it. It's like, me and some of my henchmen have weird butts. We don't know where we got it from. We think we got it from using the same privy. How to get rid of weird butt stuff? Weird butt cream is one of the searches on his phone.
Weird brand butt cream.
Weird, weird butt cream. Weird cream for butt.
Butt for
Try new
weird
extra
cream.
strength.
Are all butts weird?
Is it just me?
Is this normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. That is as Ventress looks out and sees you all grouped up here. He is going to pull a piece of plant off of his body and blow into his hand. And as the leaf withers up in the air, it bursts into a larger and larger expanding cloud that once it hits the spot where you are, Flute, it expands out next to you into a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog. And if you are inside of that, which I will put here on the map, which should be all of Ventress's dudes, all of the Meridian Track members, Miss Nan, as well as Miss Nan, but not the Moonboy. If you start your turn inside of it, you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw as you kind of all try and hold your breath a little bit and see if you are able to resist this here.
Does Hero's Feast do anything for poisoning?
Let's find out.
Immune to poison. I have it written down. Immune to poison and frightening.
Oh, yo!
But that's the poison effect. It's not poison damage. You're immune to the poison
Sure.
effect.
From cloud
It's from
kill.
being poisoned.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You're not immune to poison
Whatever.
damage. You are immune to poison effect.
The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened.
It's pretty funny to eat a hero's feast and then get the shit stomped out of you.
Yeah. We had that breakfast. But the angel meat is so tender.
I'm immune from being frightened. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
I'm so afraid.
Face me now, vile bear Nord,
I
for
gotta
I have
say,
had the breakfast of
I
breakfast.
just Googled it because I'm that kind of player. Does the Hero's Feast spell grant immunity to poison damage or just the poison condition? This is from D&D Beyond. The Hero's Feast spell grants immunity to poison in any form, damage, and the condition.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
So D&D
he
Beyond
doesn't know
says-
what we had for breakfast.
I'll tell you what. Let's take a quick 5-minute break. Let's drink pee
Oh my
here for just a second while we read some rules to
Figure
ourselves.
this out.
And we'll be right back
Oh
here in
my
just 5
goodness.
minutes. Andrew, you want to shout anything out before the break?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to plug. I'm launching a Kickstarter for some games tomorrow. If you want to check it out, I'm putting it in the chat right now. It launches tomorrow. There's 2 sequels to my Streets games. They're going to be a ton of fun. So if you want to check that out, you can check out the pre-launch little page and follow it if you want. And it's going to be live tomorrow morning.
What if people are watching this episode at a later date?
It's going to be up there for 2 weeks, baby. 2 weeks.
What's the name of your company?
It's called Occupied Hex Games.
There it is.
Thank you. Thank you. You're hired, Aaron. I can pay you in LaCroix.
No takesies backsies.
Yeah.
We're still going to take a break here, but Jeremy Crawford
I
said
don't want any of
himself,
that
the
Pamplemousse
Hero's Feast
shit
does
neither.
resist against poison damage. So we'll see you at the break. We'll see you at the other side of this break here, where we drink tea and I have a little
I
fit.
will never let you die. I need like a bell to clang.
Cloud Kill even deal poison damage? Bring me
Boy, I heard that new Mario Brothers movie. Pretty controversial.
Yeah,
Really?
I
I heard
good
it's
things,
a
too.
real
I
stinker.
heard it was loving. I heard it was
Really?
like we said,
Okay.
an ode to Mario.
I heard that Mario takes some pretty polarizing stances within the first
It's like the
10
he's like
minutes of the movie.
the dudes from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
All of him
a
talking about Christopher Columbus. Christopher
Blue-collar
Columbus
worker
is
from
an
New York.
Italian hero.
my man's got some opinions.
Such a weird plot line in that show. I forgot about it. Cool. So we are back here, back in combat, and I will say a thing that we mentioned over break too is an important piece here is it's true you are immune to poison damage. Ventress does not know that. He does not know that you all have taken, you have eaten a Hero's Feast. He does not know that you are immune to poison damage. So even if I, as a DM, did not know this, he still should cast a spell here. So
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Over the break, we took Harlan out back and just really beat the shit out of them. Just beat him up.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's me asking for help. And that is the end of his turn as you just hear this like cackle, and he says, you hear him say something that only a fantasy villain would say, but I believe in it here. As you hear him go, "You were right, Dad." And as he moves out of this chamber that he
Can you
casts
hear the
Time Stop
cackle?
to get into, comes back, casts Cloud Kill, and seems to be heading away from you all now. That is going to bring up Flute. It is now your turn.
Boy.
As you are immune
get
to
a
poison
turn.
damage, you don't have to make a Constitution saving throw as you're
That
in the
was the
middle of
most
this cloud.
clutch rule check ever because Cloud Kill does
dude.
so much damn damage.
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody else in there still has to do it, right?
Yeah,
You
he's just
betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha.
wrecking his own
This-
team here.
Yep.
Just really kicking the ball in the other goal. In his own goal here.
Yeah, there's like this dense, horrible gas cloud, and from within it, there's this like yellow light that starts to glow brighter and brighter as Flute kind of stumbles to his feet. And normally his one eye that he has left will sometimes turn a solid black, but now it's shining with this like vivid yellow light as he gets up to his feet and he screams, "Callidius!" And I'm going to upcast Ralutham's Psychic Lance at the 5th level, and if Callidius can hear it, he's the target of it.
Sick!
What's the DC for this?
That's so dope.
He's got an 18 intelligence save.
He succeeds.
Oh, well, he'll still take half of this. He's going to take half of... I gotta add these together. Give me 1 second.
In fact, what level did you cast it at?
Don't
The 5th level?
Because he is going to counterspell it too.
Oh.
And so, but I do have to roll for the counterspell, I will say, because I already decided before I asked you at what level he was going to do it, and you cast it higher than his counterspell is
Okay,
hitting it.
that's
So,
something.
he does have to roll to get this. and he is successful. As you yell this out, you yell this out and you just see the spell form, like this like psychic lance appears in the air, and then it looks like it just gets sucked up into a ball. Yeah, exactly. Like it hits a stone wall and just collapses on itself and disappears.
Is he still invisible?
He is still invisible.
Yeah, it won't find. I mean, if he counterspelled it, it won't find him. I'm going to.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Maybe he's not. Let me double check.
I meant because he cast a spell.
Yeah, but it isn't. He's not casting greater invisibility or invisibility on himself. This is an ability he has. Sure. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Because he does not become invisible again because it is a weird Baelnor trait and it is not the spell that he's casting upon himself.
You don't got to explain shit to me, baby.
I'm just laying it all out there because apparently the rules are really important.
It does if we're dying.
If we're losing, they matter.
I'm going to bonus action. I look over at Moonboy. I look like I've just walked out of a freezing kind of meat locker. I'm a bit pale, and I'm like, "We got this. We got this, Moonboy." And I'll give Moonboy a bardic inspiration, and then I'll move. I'll draw 2 opportunity attacks, and I'm moving over here so that I can still flank on this guy that Misnan's by.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I get 2 opportunity attacks. Who are they from? So I make sure and mark off their reactions.
The southern in the middle token and the upper left token. I didn't leave the orbit of the guy on the right. Oh, and the guy down in the bottom right corner too.
You taking 4 opportunity attacks?
I'm taking 3.
3. One of them got a natural 1. And so I made the next one roll at disadvantage, and he hit on his original attack, but with the disadvantage he missed, and then the third guy hit. So you do take 10 points of damage as one of them stabs you, but you do see 2 of them kind of stab at once, and one of the swords swings down and like knocks a blade away from you as you move away. And you just hear them like swearing at each other in Elvish as they can't quite see through any of this toxic cloud as well. And they're just kind of like coughing and panicking.
Cool. That is my turn.
Great. As Flute, as you step out as well, you are covered in actual ice. You have this like sheath of ice around you as well. That it's just like dropping off of you as you walk forward out of this circle of stink. That is at the end of your turn. I'm going to use a legendary action that you can't see. And then that is going to bring up K.A.I. You are in the middle of nothing here. And as you were just like floating.
Nothing.
Yeah, you were just floating in
mean
empty.
to move back in there?
But I'm with Klik.
He's
you
not.
mean to
You
move back
refresh
into
your
the poison thing?
He's not. You should refresh your roll 20.
I'm not in.
I see.
I can try to send one of us back.
I still have Hunter's Mark on Callidius, hypothetically.
All right. I will... Yeah, go get him. And I will... Let's see, how should I do this? I have a limited number of spells available. So I'm going to upcast Dispel Magic at the 4th level.
That works exactly. That is what you need,
Fuck yeah.
need to send her back.
Okay.
Incredible.
Klik. You as you look at K.A.I, you are once again have one of your allies look at you and just bring you back to where you are.
Ugh, you guys are heroes.
I will send... Yeah, I will just reach out and break the spell that's keeping Klik here. And take a... I don't breathe, but I would take a breath. I'll take a beat. Being alone and... I don't know where I am. Is this the astral plane by chance? It's not like
It is not.
obviously the astral plane, is it?
Correct. The
All
astral plane you've been to, it's very pink and purple. This is nothing but darkness. There's no mist. It's just like empty black around you.
All right. And I will use. I don't drink, but I will. We've established that I'm able to use them. I will infuse a superior healing potion.
Ooh. Great use of your turn. Great use of your turn,
Yeah,
Aaron Urist.
really.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Cool. At the end of your turn,
bud.
Callidius is going
I
to
need to
use-
roll for. But I can just do that.
Cool. Yeah. At the end of your turn, this is absolutely being a little shitty here because I'm using the end of your turn to use a legendary action, even though you aren't on the same plane of existence. But I'm going to do it anyway. And Flute, I need you to tell me your AC one more time. As
But what if it's
18.
what if you can't?
Who is this? The guy in the cloud?
no, it's you.
Lydia's.
No, it is an invisible Callidius. Callidius. Yeah, his name is.
I regained
No,
31.
no, it's okay. I keep saying it wrong, and so I'm correcting myself. Yeah,
Calidus or Calidius?
Callidius. Yeah.
What?
I have said it wrong a couple of times. It's Callidius. Yeah, I have said it
No,
wrong a few times. Yeah.
The recap said Callidius.
Yeah, it's because I said it like that many times. My wife asked me what word I was saying during this, and she was like, "What is that word you keep saying?" Anyway,
Are you
Callidius.
guys in there searching for what that can't be found?
little man, he's a little witch in a boat. So that's, sorry, that is what is your AC? I'm sorry, I got distracted
18.
by 18. He's going to miss as you just see this wisp of a hand like reach out and try and grab you, Flute. As you step out of this, like through the from the edge of the poison cloud, you just see this wispy hand reach toward you and then disappear. And you know that it is Calidus's hand.
And I mean, I
And-
saw where it came from.
Yeah, I would say you have a general direction. If you want to make an attack roll on your turn with disadvantage, you absolutely can. That is going to bring up Moonboy. It's now your turn.
Oishk. Moonboy is going to fly up to. Wait a minute, where was I? Bep. Yeah. He's going to fly a little closer to these guys, and he's sort of floating in this serene, moonish form that you kind of scarcely see from him. And he looks at Flute and very patiently says, "Stop dying." And I am going to cast Heal once again.
I'm wasting all of your
This
cool
time
magic.
at the 7th level,
Whoa.
Oh my god.
meaning that you regain 80 hit points.
Well,
God.
I'm not. Oh, actually, with the Hero's Feast, yes, that is worthwhile. Okay, great.
do you have
So-
any more that you can regain?
Nope, you healed me with 1 to spare.
Great.
Wow. Cannot believe Flute is back up to max HP.
And all it took
Boy.
was 2 incredibly high level spells.
Yeah,
London and Klik, who needs a heal?
not me.
I could take it. I'm
Okay,
not
great.
terrible.
Somebody's getting one for free. You regain 21 hit points.
Thank you. That'll do.
Some clutch
Totally.
healing.
And as a bonus action, I think, yes, repeat the attack. Wonderful. Yeah, the spiritual weapon, which is also not affected by poison because it's a sword, is going to attack number 8 here.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Oh boy. I feel like I should have done something different there. That is a 13 to hit.
13 misses. Unfortunately.
Misses. Okay. End turn.
Cool. Yeah. As you float over this just like angelic form radiating this moonlight all around. Flute, you hear this whisper loud in your ears as he says that down to you, and the axes or the giant scimitar is like swinging inside of the cloud of poison. With that, it's going to end your turn, Moonboy.
Shoes.
And that's going to bring up Colitis is now Colitis. No. Nope.
Cletus.
Calidus.
Colitis. Cal.
Like
no.
Calidus.
No, I've totally just lost it now. I've totally lost it. It's like saying the word too many times.
Colidius.
All right, his name is Kevin.
His name's Kevin. He
Just
takes
call him
off his
Cal
skull
and
mask.
move
My name's
on.
Kevin.
Yeah. Can we just for now and forever go with Calidus? There it is.
Calidus.
Calidus.
I love it.
Callidus. Calidus.
Name change mid-fight.
I know. To quote a wise sage, if someone tells you what their name is, you listen to them. And that is going to be
Who said that?
Calidus's turn. Both the Moon Girl and Olaf Particulus said that at one point. And
Damn it.
what does he have left?
Nothing.
You
He's
know.
out.
He
Is he in this ring of poison?
is not. And wasn't.
He's probably immune as somebody who sucks his own farts.
That's a fart sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Got him.
Colitis, whatever.
Calidus.
Yeah.
Calidus.
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 It's
Kevin
Kevin.
here. Mom, it's Kevin.
Hi, monkey.
I like to
Sorry,
think it's the
this is-
opposite in D&D, where you give your kid like a scary wizard name. You're like Southenor, get down here, and he's like, Mom, it's Brandon. Trying to be edgy.
Yeah. I'm scared.
I know. I can't. I honestly, I'm sorry that I'm stalling in this moment because this is. I'm uncertain what to do. I will say. Okay, I think that he is going to step around here in a way that does not provoke an opportunity attack from Flute, but he is still invisible. And he is going to cast a spell at you, Moonboy, as you just see this one glowing finger appear from around Clute. This like floating hand, but it's not the hand. It's just this bony, withered finger with some vines coming out of the end of it. And you hear this again, this whispering, and you see two glowing eyes. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't forget that bardic inspiration, 1d10.
Behold, the hand of the pervert.
I cast Pervert's Hand.
Pervert's hand.
Moonboy.
Most powerful of all the
Oh,
sacred
my
hands.
finger.
Behold,
23.
the hand
Please
of
have a seat.
Oh
perverters.
boy, that does save.
Nice. Can we turn
Yes,
this around?
Please.
Knock on wood.
I rolled so high too.
Shitting. Fuck.
You take, so it's half of 68. So that's 34 points of
34.
necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ay,
I think you
caramba.
see Moonboy hold up this hand, and this kind of this shield of it. It almost looks like an illusory moon, half of one, as this magic hits it and kind of cracks the moon, and the moon flies away and it hits his hand, and his hand dies a little bit, but then it slowly grows back.
Hell yeah.
And that's exactly what happens. And it's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. I read it in a book. It's true.
It says right here.
Miss Nan, you hear 2 Meridian Track members die next to you. As they just choke and fall over in the cloud. One of them.
Kill your own
and now it's your turn after one of them dies next to you.
All right. And Kalidas is nowhere to be seen. Is that true?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. What I'm gonna do first. So I'm next to several of them. So that's opportunity attacks. I don't necessarily want to do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to use my Starlight Step as a Horizon Walker. Just gonna teleport 30 feet away. This should be a bonus action.
Let's go. Let's go.
Outta
Gotta
here.
get out of there.
Starlight
30 feet.
here.
Step. I love it.
You got about right there. Cool, right in there. If I can remember where that is. There we go. Cool. And from here, I am going to do my little guiding bolt again, but this time at Ventress.
Oh boy, absolutely.
Get him.
Again, that's going to be 5th level. That's what I have.
Ooh.
Cast.
Has anyone hit Callidius since
Nat 20, so for a
Oh
20.
Nice.
So that's going to be
Smoke that
16d6 of damage.
Holy shit, let's go.
Ridiculous amount of damage.
Look,
Truly absurd.
Say what
goodness.
say what you want about
57
me.
points of damage.
Oh my god. All right.
Mega purple.
Purple.
He teleports out, and it's like he starts the charge before he even teleports out of the cloud. So it's like in the midst of all the fog, you can see the glow of the mega purple start. Yeah. And just as it's about to launch, he disappears. Portal opens up outside of it. It's already going.
Yeah.
You see the beam of mega purple before you even see Miss Nan emerge from that portal.
Yeah,
And that
Ventress
shoots
looks
out
over
towards
and
Ventress.
just sees the color before anything else, and then give us a little bit of a little bit more description here, as you are going to knock Ventress unconscious here. You are going to take him down. So if you could give us
Ventress.
just a tad bit more flavor here,
What a
please.
shitty lich.
Ventress is meeting the
Unconscious.
power of the plains. Now, Miss Nan is being very stoic, just as he does. Again, it's peaceful around him in his mind. He blocks out all the noise and just channels the power of his god. The colors that are long forgotten, and this color in particular is a color that must be brought back, to defend these new friends that he has. Now, the Moon Girl was once his friend, and now she's introduced him to this crew. People that he feels that he must protect, just as if he was guarding that graveyard. He cares about these people. And that just gives him all the push more to deliver this beam that sends Ventress flying back. It's painful. Purple is pain.
Incredible. As Ventress dies, and you all can see it, the Moonboy and Flute, you all are here. You can see him just get hit with this bolts almost through the portal that Miss Nan steps through. And he's like not even looking at it as he looks over at you, Flute and Moonboy, and Ventress dies for a 3rd time to y'all and your crew. As
Lord.
you see his body
Riddance.
fall down into a clump of vegetation on the ground, these like undulating vines on the ground as well. And that is going to bring, unless you want to do anything else on your turn, Miss Nan, that is going to bring
Bonus action. Just for fun, he's just gonna go over next to Moonboy, just for fun.
Cool. I love it.
Hey,
Buddies.
how you?
Hey,
Hey,
That's
thanks
it. You
for
all-
the gift sub.
Mega Purple.
Hey, yeah,
Cheese
thank you.
bot.
Cheesebot.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Cheesebot. You're
Very
the best.
sweet of you.
And you all see two Meridian track members step out of this cloud of gas. Well, I guess it doesn't exist anymore. So because it falls when he falls, so they're not dead. Never mind. So two Meridian track members do they seem to be holding their breath throughout this moment, and they are able to step out of this portal, or not portal. This the animation
Cloud.
up here, but yeah, this cloud of poison gas here. Both of them are going to run towards you, Flute, after holding their breath, kind of like shaking their heads, and each one of them is going to run towards you. They are going to. It's a
18.
miss and a miss. Oh my gosh! Both of their attacks missed. This is the break for you all. As all
Nice.
four
You
attacks.
cannot
What
kill
can I
him
say?
a
12th
third
times the
time.
charm.
The problem is they were counting on heroes. Oh. We're slightly better.
And with that, we're back at the top of the initiative order here. It is Klik's turn.
Get him, Klik. Get him.
Klik lowers her dominant hand to her cha, which is humming with desire to bonk the shit out of Calidus. Can she figure out where the hell this fella is?
Decision to
Perception.
cleave?
You can roll a perception check for free.
No?
17.
You know that he is somewhere around. He's somewhere within 5 feet of Flute, so you can attack with disadvantage. You can kind of like move as long as you are within 5 feet of Flute. You can attack him just with disadvantage as you are swinging wildly.
Okay. Then that is what we will do. It's time to wild swing. Klik will leap to the aid of her friend and frenemy and swing wildly about to try and hit this bastard.
Absolutely. So roll with disadvantage.
Well, that's going to be the low. 15 to hit the first time.
15. Actually, 15 misses. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, 18 to hit.
18 does hit as you connect, and you know I will put him. You're still rolling with disadvantage because
Yeah.
he is technically invisible here, but I will put his token on the map just for you to generally know where he is, as he is right here. And I'll even kind of let you, if you want to adjust, because you definitely had the movement for it. If you want to be
Okay.
on the other side
Yeah.
of Flute, we can just put you there. As you, you kind of like
I put
sense
him
this
here?
as you leap. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of wrapping these moments together
Yeah.
as we retcon, like you sensing this, and you're just like swinging around. As soon as you make this connection, you kind of land right there. Yeah.
Deals 13 slashing. So I
Rachel, would you like to give us a little bit more flavor here, as you are also going to knock Calidus unconscious here?
Oh my gosh.
Klik is swinging wildly and furiously. I think she's like trying to use echolocation and is not focusing well enough to find him, but can sense this bastard near and swings with the heavy top end of her Githka, connecting with what she hopes is his goddamn face.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I was waiting for you for no reason at all.
No,
Yeah.
just face. It's not cute. It's just blunt
I just heard a
force
dice
trauma.
roll and I was like, wait, what am I waiting on? Wait, no,
No,
you
you
already
have
did the
the
damage. You already
damage.
killed him. Yeah.
That is
and so
it.
as you connect here, your Githka hits right in the middle of his forehead, right in it, like between his glowing eyes, and you just see his whole body split and turns into this like vine. It's like a vine crawling up a trellis, but it was clearly on the insides of him as his skin splits and his eyes fade, and the ivy falls down in front of you, and these very like crumpled, crinkly leaves just fall to the ground, and both his leaves and the leaves that like the viney leaves of where Ventress was are both like kind of like undulating slowly. But I will say, you all know from before, because you have fought Ventress before in this lich form, that you need to attack these vines, and you can, no problem. Also, with both of Ventress and Calidus falling here, the last 3 Meridian Track members are going to bolt for the open portal in this room. So unless you all want to try and stop them from doing that, we can kind of have you all for sure slice out both of these piles of vines, and we can let the Meridian Track members who are throwing their swords down and just running for the portal.
Is that contraption that Ventress was messing with, is it doing anything right now?
You can roll a perception check, absolutely.
Am I back?
Yeah, does K.A.I come back is the next question.
Immediately, you pop back,
Right.
yes.
All right.
I wrote nothing.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Did I break your concentration? You got it.
Perfect.
I love it.
I like to think Kai pops back in like doing a Sudoku or something.
Oh, busted.
Just passing the time.
Oh, well done.
I think Klik
Oh, I
tries
did
to.
Everyone is everyone alive?
I don't think Klik lets these stragglers get away.
Oh,
I
sure.
think we're in full rage mode.
You know what? I will say we can.
If they threw their swords down, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Sorry, I'm just doing some math. I'm doing some distance math real quick. So that was Klik's turn where you did that. You have 2 more attacks. Just roll to see if you hit. The AC is 16.
No, I miss on that one, and I hit on that one.
Cool. So you down one of them. Just boom.
Take my reaction. Roll a D6 and add it to that. That's Moonboy. The moon guides your
that
blade.
One will with the D6 I will hit.
Cool. So yeah, you just down 2 of them quickly, and that's with your other 2 attacks here.
Yeah, that.
So, Flute, what did you get on your perception check?
It was terrible. I got a 6 total.
I'm immediately looking. I know he was doing high level shit over there with his time stop. So if it looks like these guys have the lich burning in hand,
yeah.
Okay, I'll.
Well, hold on. Let's just stay in initiative order for just like a tiny second here.
Yeah.
So, Klik downs with her turn. She downs all of these remaining Meridian Track members. Flute, you kind of just like shake off the rest of the ice on your body and look around the room, and you're so disoriented that you're having a hard time like understanding exactly what's happening, as it's just kind of all been this like weird dream for you, coming in and out of consciousness so much and trying to cast spells and having them thrown off. And so you know that the room is starting to shake. Like you know that it is. It doesn't feel like it's spinning to you necessarily in the same way like a roller coaster would feel like it's spinning, especially because the door is closed. But there is definitely like movement in the vicinity that you all are in. K.A.I, you can roll an Arcana check, a Perception check, or an Investigation check, and you will get very different answers depending on what you roll.
Let's go with Arcana.
Cool. Go for it.
I'm not gonna roll that die. Don't trust it.
Duck. It's a duck.
32.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Perception.
This is the thing that you do.
No,
Arcanes.
Arcanes.
You come back, you see that everyone is gone and everyone is dead, and you've been thinking about this alone, like in space as you've been like trying to just like in this void, trying to do the math of where you are, what's going on. When you come back, you can just see it across the room, this large glowing triangular crystal embedded in some sort of arcane stone across the room from you, and you know that you have until the end of this initiative round to dislodge it, and if not, it's done. Whatever ritual is happening over there is done.
Just to be clear, I have until the end of this initiative round to dislodge.
Yeah.
The shard.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
the moon shard, they called it.
You can see the shard from where you are. That's correct.
Do I, not to push it,
Please
think
push
that
it.
I could, like, shoot it? I mean, till the end of this initiative round, I don't see how else we can do it.
You rolled a 32. You absolutely can attack it from there. If you attack it, you're risking destroying it. If you're cool with that, there is a chance that you could just break it and stop it for sure.
Hang on,
You don't know. You know that it is fragile, but still a piece of crystal. So
sorry, my roll 20 crashed at the worst possible moment.
it's fine. You are 115 feet away from it, if that is your question.
That was my question. I just lost the map and my character sheet and everything.
Oh no.
I'm coming back. Okay.
Jordan, farts.
Kitty.
Jordan, get to the farts.
Kitty.
Do you communicate this to us, Kai?
Yes. We need to remove that lunar shard in the next 6 seconds, or it's whatever they were doing is done.
The smell
be
of
like, well,
failure
make sure-
parts.
Make sure you run over by Misten and I can teleport us all out of here, but we have to be close together.
No. We need. There's no telling what it could be. There might not be a here to. We don't. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
You're so rude.
London,
It's
thank you
coming
for
back.
while we're stalling. London, thank you for joining us in this fight. Can we talk about how crucial London has been throughout this whole fight?
Yeah, absolutely.
You built an amazing character that's not only fun to hang out with, but is very mechanically important.
He saved our bacon.
I
Truly, yeah, and also
Literally saved
Let's not get ahead of
Pete's
ourselves.
life and killed Ventress.
clearly a good D&D player, but have you seen him run Call of Cthulhu? A mysterious and I would say difficult game to run, in my opinion, and some of the best advice we've ever gotten on the dungeon as well. Something I've carried with me in all of my games that I've run since when you did the dungeon episode was your advice on how to run a mystery was think about the clues that they get to solve like the puzzle, and then just like don't exactly decide where those clues are, but like give them the pieces that they need as they go through the adventure. And I've done that. Like I'm doing that here with different things. Like it's such good DM advice.
yeah,
If you haven't watched London's dungeon episode on our YouTube channel, please go check it out. But also go check out Spot Hidden, where he is clearly running a good game over
you
there.
very
For
much.
getting
Hell
advice
yeah.
like that.
That was 2 years ago, that dungeon episode.
I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah. We've been friends for 2 years, London. It's
I'm
great.
finally back. Sorry about that.
We've been here in the internet for so long.
Yeah. Wow. 34 months this game has been running. We know from Uncle Brenner's sub rate. So
So
Hell yeah, Uncle B.
insane.
Legend.
Almost 3 years then.
You're a legend.
yeah, almost 3. It's 3 years in May. 3 years in May. This is April. It's 3 years in May.
It's our.
Man, Occupied Hacks throwing out those gift subs. Everybody go follow them, whoever
Okay.
that is.
Jordan, it's me. Like,
I
Hi.
The Windrider.
don't think I can get to it. I can't get to it in time.
That's okay.
I'm going to move my speed towards it. I will fly in its direction. So I feel like there's a chance that I could destroy it if I shoot it. Can I try? I would like to try. and shoot the sort of apparatus around it.
Sure, absolutely.
I want to dislodge it.
It is a 15-foot wide stone platform that has a pillar coming up from it, and the moon, like a sundial almost in the middle. The moon shard has been inserted into the top of the pillar, and so if you want to try and destroy that pillar, the shard,
instead of shooting the shard itself, I'm going to shoot the sort of pillar right where it's connecting. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, that makes sense.
I want to try to save it if I can. I'm going to try slightly. What it feels like I'm trying to do is try to angle a more difficult shot for a better result.
Yeah. Man. If I'll tell you what, I will give you crit damage if you roll at disadvantage. I mean, that's calling your shot a little bit. Like I'm giving you a bonus. Calling your shot is you roll with disadvantage. And so here you are calling your shot, and I'm giving you the you would get crit damage for free if you do that.
All right, with both attacks, let's do it. I will, I'm going to line it up and take 2 attacks. First one, I will blast that. It's not a guy, but I will blast that
thing.
There it is. First attack is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit. Give me the damage for that.
You want the damage, or should I do it all at once?
Yeah, sure. Do the other one too.
All right. Second attack. Natural 20 and 10.
It rolls.
So second attack is... Oh my god, roll 20. Why are you doing this to me? The second attack is a 22.
Points of damage?
No, to hit.
Wait, did you say you critted?
No, that was the crit before the disadvantage.
Oh, got it.
The natural 20 was right. Yes, exactly.
I thought you rolled a natural 20 twice. That's what my brain was processing right there. I was like, the kid rolls.
No, it was a natural 20 and a 10, so it was a 22.
22 does it.
So...
But you still get crit damage, right? That was the dark bargain.
Yep, because yeah.
So they both hit, even with disadvantage.
Nice. Kablammies.
Okay.
Explode the pillar.
That's going to be...
Great Explode the Pillar music. Jason Wardell, just a reminder, Jason Wardell's live soundtracking our show. He improvises us the whole time. It's not a canned music. It's Jason Wardell live improvising to our show when he is here. It's
live and in person.
That is going to be 37 points of force damage and a little bit of lightning damage.
All right, Aaron Urist, give us the description of you exploding this pillar, because you do break the moon shard off of the pillar. It shatters the moon shard. You hit this pillar as the arcane bolt hits the pillar, and it blows the moon shard to pieces and out of it. It doesn't shatter it into pieces. It cracks it in half. It breaks off the top of it as it blasts the shard that is sticking out of the pillar, and clearly disconnects the magic as this triangular piece, like
so it's
a
not
Dorito,
destroyed. It's broken.
Just a slightly smaller shard.
Like a Dorito pushed down into the dip with the pointy end first and then broken off. The broken off part goes flying, and the tip of the Dorito is still stuck into this pillar, and the room settles. And for the first moment since you all have got here, there is stillness.
Sick.
Nice, Jason.
Does Moonboy feel anything from the breaking of this so-called moon shard?
Roll an Arcana check.
It's just a little broken.
15.
the room just gets dimmer to you. You can't really tell. I mean, like, you're not sure if it's you, like, off of the adrenaline rush of the fight or not, but the room just looks a little dimmer. And we're out of initiative order, and you all are just standing in this green grove with the bodies of Meridian Tracks members in front of you with a floating portal and these, like, beat up as you all just, like, stomp and slash these vine remnants of Calidus and Ventress. And you all are just kind of standing here in this green grove as the room has shaken and spun, and the silver doors were locked behind you, and there's this glimmering portal on one side of you as well. What would you all like to do?
Go check out this.
Amigos.
Yeah. Is everyone all right? Everyone alive?
Yeah, Moonboy kind of drops out of his battle form. And he's like, ha! All right, we did it. Flute, you almost died a couple of times. That was crazy.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I wasn't watching the whole time.
I thought I was going to have to carry him back to the graveyard. He is a god after all.
By now. I'm just glad we got to him first.
That's true. I wonder if when Flute dies, he gets to go to the graveyard where Miss Nan is. Because you're like kind of a god, right? Flute? To those fish guys?
I think,
but that doesn't mean I'm actually a god. That just means
I mean...
Not if you don't believe in yourself, Flute.
Right.
There's a lot of people waiting in line for you after you.
I'm afraid godhood is in the eye of the believer, Flute. Whether you want it or not. Those fish people revere you. Ooh, look! Plants! And he starts burning the vines. Was this them? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Klik will slap Miss Nan on the shoulder and just say, "Thank you. We wouldn't have survived this without you."
Oh, I know.
I take it back.
Very welcome. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'm bad with humor. I don't get to talk to a lot of people, so whenever I do get to talk to people, it takes me a little minute at first. Sometimes I have to get my voice back in order to actually speak. But thank you for the tea, and the tea actually helped. But now that you're in front of me, now that I have someone to talk to, now I can do those things. And in those things, it includes dumb jokes sometimes. The dumb jokes.
He's more nervous now talking about this than he was when we were being attacked by twin elven liches.
I'm not nervous. I just have a lot to say.
Oh, okay. It came off as being as like a little bit of social anxiety, which was kind of endearing. And now I don't know if you're doing it again by denying it. Anyway.
It's very clear that Miss Nan is a guard of a dead god's grave on the astral plane and does not talk to people a lot.
I have an 8 charisma score.
That's lower than mine!
I don't know what that means.
He didn't say that.
You keep saying stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how bad he is.
It's okay, buddy. None of us are charismatic here.
Yeah, me too, pal.
I think friends. I am. And he holds up this pile of vines and he goes, "Who dares me to taste this?"
Seriously, though, thank you, Miss Nan.
Of course, Kai. Well, I think it's time for me to venture back to the Astral Sea. I don't know how much time has passed.
Ms. Nan, can you roll a history check and an arcana check before you go?
Okay. All right, history and arcana. All right, so for history we have... History is 16. Arcana is 22.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. You know for sure that the Baelnor that you all have defeated, that you are going to get a blessing and a boon from your god for defeating them, as they are abominations to color and life itself. And you also know that they are not fully defeated because you know enough about Baelnors to know that they have pods where they regrow themselves on the Feywild. And you know, too, with a 22 as well, you know that portal leads to the Feywild. So you're not sure that, you're not 100% sure that the pods probably aren't like sitting on the other side there, but you know that like if you wanted to, if they were going to be fully defeated, it would be through there. But you also know that you have your keys to get out of here as well. So yeah, I just wanted to get like enough about like the lore of the ancient deep world to know those things.
Is that something these fine folks are going to take care of, or is that something that I should go do?
I mean, they are clearly. I would say it is very clear to you. It is very clear to Miss Nan that this isn't necessarily your fight, and that you can kind of choose between not having to go. I think that is the real question. Does Miss Nan want to go back to the astral plane and return to being a guard? Like, was this enough adventure for him and he wants to go home and kind of like go back to his guard post? Or does he want to follow a wild hare? It's very clear to you that they're not going to run that way right now, but it also is clear to you that they probably will take care of this at some point.
Yeah, he's going back to the post.
Yeah,
He's going back.
That's relaxing for him.
Yeah.
That's his downtime.
Sure. Yeah. But I will say, I would love to have you they don't know this information. You know this information. I would love for you to like share it with them in whatever way that you do, if you could, before you go.
Okay. I want to repeat it. I want to get the information right. You said they are possibly in the Feywild?
Yeah, I would say the main thing they need to know is Baelnor regrow themselves in pods that are often hidden in the Feywild.
Yes, I'll say that.
So take that in whatever way that you want to. But do the RP a little bit before we get out of here of like
of course.
because you all are alone kind of like in this room and there is this like stillness of the big locked silver door behind you and this portal, and you know that they had this teleportation circle, you know that they can get out of here on their own, and you know that you can get out of here on your own, and this is kind of like the goodbye unless you want to go to the ship with them or unless they want to go to the astral plane with you.
The Baelnorn will be back. I'm sure we all know this, but I happen to know they grow. These pods are their method of doing this. If I know anything, I've learned that this happens often in the Feywild. Do any of you know anything about the Feywild?
Not much.
Plane of boundless magic.
A long time ago, right? Oh.
Yes. And in this plane of boundless magic, even I haven't ventured there before. But if you want a chance at defeating these Baelnorn once and for all, perhaps, or at least until they grow back, you must venture there. Whenever you have a chance. I know you're busy people.
Right.
I'm a busy person.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Anyway, and he pulls out the keys, twirls them around. I must depart. Fare thee well.
It was good. It was good fighting alongside you, Miss Nan.
Indeed. Say your prayers to the purple at night, and if you ever need me again, let Moon Girl know.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And he puts his keys in this huge silver door, and when he opens it up, you all see the astral plane that you are a little bit familiar with, this like pink and purple, blue, hazy space. But when he opens these huge silver doors in front of you, you see floating around you these huge planet-sized decaying corpses of different beings. Like they're all they're dislocated arms and like legs and just like a huge skull with this large crown on top of it, just floating in and around this graveyard of dead gods that looks like a universe of planets like floating around, and Miss Nan just lovingly and kind of like casually steps into it and waves goodbye to you all. Yeah, and if you want to give us any other flavor there, Miss Nan, please do.
Pierogi power, ha! As he flies off into the distance.
Slowly closes.
Yeah.
Got ruled.
And that's Miss Nan.
Brava.
I love it.
I think.
Holy shit, what a ride, y'all.
I will say, are you all teleporting out of here in this moment, or not?
I
I
think
want to grab that lunar shard and also
Cool, then-
take a quick look at this machine.
Then let's leave the rest of this. Let's leave the upkeep to this session here. This kind of like looting to next session, and let's say goodbye to Miss Nan and call the session here for tonight. London, thank you for being here with us for 3 episodes. Miss Nan
You're
just
the
truly
best.
clutch in this adventure.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
coming in.
Thanks for having me. Again, I love watching your show, and it's great to play with y'all. And yeah, I love
too,
combat,
bud.
so I'm glad I got to do it twice, two
Hell
sessions
yeah.
of it. So
Pretty good.
that's sweet.
Some scary ass combat.
Yeah, that was intense.
for sure.
that was intense.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
But if you were watching the show, you probably like some weird TTRPGs. If you've watched this long and gotten to this point of the show, and you like some Spelljammer, you like some deep story, you like some good storytelling, hopefully that's us. If you are looking for a Call of Cthulhu show and you want to see it well done and done in like a creative fashion, run by a very good DM, go check out London's game on Spot Hidden. It's very, very good. If you don't
Check
care about
it.
any of those things, god damn it, go follow him just to give him those numbers boost. I'm asking you, I'm telling you, please do it. Help out
Thank you.
folks here. So yeah, but thank you so much for being on the show. Andrew, you want to talk about your Kickstarter again? Do it.
Yeah, my Kickstarter launches tomorrow. I put a link in the chat here. Those first 48 hours for Kickstarter are crucial. So if you're interested in it, please check it out in the first 48 hours. You can even go to that link and click Remind Me, and when I wake up very early tomorrow, I will launch it, and it'll be up for 2 weeks. And these 2 games should be great. There's who doesn't want to be a raccoon and eat trash and get X-ray vision?
Ugh, it's all I've ever
Everyone
wanted.
wants to do that.
Occupied
fun.
Hex Games.
At Occupied X Games, thank you.
What's
I
the name
forgot
of the
my
game, Andrew?
marketing manager. There's 2 games. It's they're sequels to
called?
Streets. They're called Bird
Yeah.
Cult and Night Shift.
Amazing.
Yeah, if you're watching this way in the future too, and you're just catching up on the channel, you can probably buy this game at occupiedhex.com. I bet that's true. So.
I think there's
They
a
will
good
See
be
if I
in
can
the
tell the
web
future.
store, baby. They're getting made no matter what, but I like to kickstart them to see how much of a print run I should do. So, and I have to pay the Bird Cult artists.
I have to pay the Bird Cult
I have to pay the Bird Cult.
for
Use of the
licensing.
name.
They keep sending crows after me.
I'm the Cardinal.
These should be
right.
fun, and they add new gameplay stuff to the core game, so it's gonna be great.
Amazing. Love it.
Exciting. You can check out another one of Andrew's games, Duster, in our
Duster.
podcast,
Yeah.
Wasted Plains, where we play Duster.
Planes.
And if you want a copy, I've got only a tiny bit of the original run left.
Nice.
We're gonna have, if you listen to the Duster podcast, which if not, there's a link in the YouTube description down here. You can find it in many different places. But there's gonna be some spicy announcements about that show soon. It's getting bigger and better. So
Spicy.
just if you are a
Do I
fan,
already know it?
yes, you already know it.
All right, good.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's get out of here before we start more games that we need to announce. All right.
I
Thanks,
was
y'all.
looking for
Thanks,
someone
London.
to raid. There's no one out
you.
there tonight.
There's no one. There's no one. There's no raids. Go watch somebody
There's
and
no
tell
one.
them about our show. Okay.
Tell your friends. There you
Good
go.
night.
Thanks, London.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than he.